And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
It's no real secret that I like party games. I'm a big fan of games that you can bring into groups and play, and I'm always looking for good ones because it seems like for every good party game, there's 6 that are just kind of so-so. When I hear that a game involves guessing words or making words, I start thinking, is it like Scrabble? Games with words are not always as interesting, but I like the idea of getting someone to guess something. Games like Talking Tango or other games in which you try to get someone else to guess a certain word or taboo. You know, those can be a lot of fun in party games. Well, the game I'm going to be talking about today is Word Blur. And Word Blur is interesting, I guess, at least as soon as you open the box. Inside is a bag of tiles. Look at how many tiles are in this game. We're talking just, I think there's 900 word tiles in this game. Now, interestingly enough, both sides of the word tile have the same word on them. I thought it was kind of a missed opportunity. They could have gotten 1,800 words in the game had they put a different word on each side. But I suppose maybe if you're looking for a specific word, that might make it take longer, although, frankly, if you're looking through this many words to begin with, well, good luck. You're playing with 2 teams. Players split up into 2 teams, and then one person from each team is basically the clue giver. You look at a card, and there's tons of cards in the game. How many is there? 300 cards that come in the game. And you roll a die. So, for example, here I rolled a 6. I then look at the card, and I look at the word. There's the card close up. At the 6th word there, you can see is echo. Now, echo, it says here, is worth 4 points if people get it. So both of these guessers then start taking words from the pile and trying to make a sentence with these words that get people to guess the word echo. And there's all kinds of words. Let me just read a few out to you. Here's cement and bomb and score, add, jungle, young, decay, violet, pot, dry, tile, lie, curve, Italy, clock, brown, woman, roof. But each person also has a modifier card. Now this modifier card is placed in front of players, and it allows you to modify a word. For example, if I have grind and I stick it in front of I now have grinder. Or kill, and then I put it next to the ing, and now I have killing. And so this allows you to show some modifications of the word. There's even a useful one like sounds like. And maybe you can put the word knife there. Sounds like knife, and maybe the word is life. Or there's an opposite. Or it's not micro, so maybe it's macro or large. And that helps out a lot. And so the game is basically just this fast, furious race as players are trying to search through the pile, and everyone else is trying to guess the clues. Think of it as almost a sort of Pictionary, except you're using a sentence, but the person making the sentence is trying to struggle to find the words to make it, because you know what the definition is, but you're looking for maybe a specific word. You have no idea if that word's even in the game. Now, if you play the game quite a few times, you get a better idea of what words are in the game, but I'm telling you, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. That one word you need, for all you know, your opponent got the word himself. Some people are going to really like this. They're going to like searching through the pile. They're going to like finding the words. For me, I just did not like it. I know that the idea is sound. Looking through this, and even though this is really almost too fiddly to some degree, I'd rather just think in my brain and quick shout out words to get people to guess the definition. Seeing these words, this idea of the modifier is a good one. I think this is excellent. The sounds like, or the ER, the EST, the plural, the ING, the Y. That's a good idea. But what we found was the game just dragged at some points because people couldn't find the word. And when the only word out there is sport, we can guess a whole bunch of sports, but they're trying to get us to guess the word bowling ball, and that's just a pain. You're not allowed to use facial expressions. The people who are asking questions can't ask. And I'm telling you, I know that there's a market for this. I know there's going to be people who like to put sentences together and like getting other people to guess these sentences. They're going to like digging through this. It's going to be fun. And I even played a version one time where we didn't have 2 teams against each other. Just one person tried to make a clue up using all the words, and everyone else tried to guess. And even without that time pressure, some people still took a long time to put their sentences together. And the game is so boring and dull then. The words themselves in the card, apple, sleeping bag, tunnel, salesman, New York, dumb, beach, cue, shield, switchblade, cufflinks. Sometimes the words are just ridiculous. Cufflinks, I mean, the person's looking for a sentence, and it can be a real pain. I don't want to say that the game's horrible. For me, it was not an enjoyable experience. I just did not have fun playing the game. and it's not a party game that I'm going to keep because I don't like party games that I don't enjoy. Although I did play with a few people who thought that it was fun. But most people merely said, it's okay. And a few people, only a few, and that includes me, actively disliked the game. But I just thought searching through the mound of tiles to get that sentence together just didn't cut it for me. So I'm sorry, I don't enjoy this party game. Maybe you will. It all depends. Do you like looking for words? It's up to you.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.